What up, guys? What's good? We got a special show today. I'm excited for this one. We got fitness powerhouse trainer James Lucas joining us, talking to us. Yo, he's a registered sports dietitian. He's going to give us some tips on how to stay in shape, how to make sure we get to the gym, make sure we're eating what we're supposed to be eating. We're going to talk about some supplements. And of course, we're going to talk about hip hop.
Hey, bruh, I'm doing it. I'm just out here cooling it. I gotta get that dough. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, I keep it Gito. Then I do it for the people. That's it, I couldn't make it. Now, look at they faces. Hey, bruh, I'm doing it. I'm just out here cooling it. I gotta get that dough. Yeah, you already know.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Chris on the gram. Yo, first and foremost, shout out to all my subscribers out there. I see you guys. We have like 4,700K subscribers and climbing. So let's get up to 5K. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. I'm gonna hit you with reactions, interviews, rants and raves to all your favorite hip hop and R&B artists. Yo, follow me on social medias. I'm on Instagram at Chris on the Gram. I'm on Twitter, Blue Sky at Chris on the Gram TV. So yeah, bro, we got a special show today. We speaking to registered sports dietitian, fitness powerhouse James Lucas. I'm excited about this one. I'm a gym head, and it's always good to get some tips and some good advice from people that are actually certified and registered with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That actually could just give you some knowledge. You know what I mean? So you might want to grab a pen and paper, or get some screenshots in, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that you catching all the knowledge James is going to be spitting. Okay, then, without further ado, let's get right into this interview. Well, first of all, James, I just want to thank you for taking the time to even talking to my little channel over here on YouTube. If you don't mind, bro, can you just introduce yourself, let people know who you are and your qualifications and all that?
Yeah, no doubt. And Chris, I really appreciate you inviting me on the platform. This is an awesome, podcast, and I do watch your show. And definitely appreciate the opportunity to reach the masses and share what you're doing, and what we're doing to help promote fitness and health, essentially. But I'm a registered dietitian. I've been a dietitian for 15 years now.
Mm,
Trained at Yale Hospital, where I worked with cancer patients.
mm,
Now I work in industry, where I basically support many of the largest healthcare systems across the country with
mm.
optimizing patient and hospital outcomes, and discussing how nutrition really plays a role in improving patient outcomes. And I'm also an exercise physiologist, so I do some personal training, and use a lot of that knowledge to keep myself motivated and try to motivate others to keep themselves healthy at their most optimal, uh, you know, opportunity.
Dope, super dope. Yeah, because like I said, I follow you on IG, and sometimes I might look at your snap. You be at a conference somewhere, you be out of state, you overseas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this guy is really on his stuff. Like,
Appreciate it.
is this what you pictured yourself doing? Like growing up, or like was this like a natural calling for you, or do you feel like this is your calling?
Yeah, in some ways, I do think it is my calling. When you're young, you kind of have different dreams and visions. And,
Mhm.
when I was young, I was always active. In fact, it's funny, I actually have some of these trophies back here on my bookshelf.
Okay.
But I was always involved in like sports, karate,
Mm.
football, running track, playing basketball. Like I was a motor, like just doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
And, by the time I got to middle school, my whole vision was like, "Yo, I'm going to the NFL." Like that was
Mhm.
every kid kind of has that dream,
Mhm.
That's kind of what they sell to you. And
Mhm.
you get to a certain point in your career where you're like, "Wait a minute, I'm really not that good." You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
you.
It's all
It's
about being realistic. So I kind of switched it up, and I was like, "You know what? If I'm not gonna be a professional athlete, then I want to work with professional athletes."
okay.
And that's when I started to explore careers that were in like sports nutrition and or athletic training.
Okay.
Went to UConn, and just by process of elimination and meeting different people, when you talk about your purpose in life, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like God put me in the right direction.
Yeah. Amen to
Where
that.
yeah, essentially, like I just kept meeting people, and I was like, "What's this class?" And I'll take this
Mm-hmm.
class. I started hearing about nutrition, and then I was like, "Yo, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna work with professional athletes. If I can't be a football player, then I'm gonna work with
Mm.
professional athletes." And that's kind of what led me down this road.
So do you get some good tickets? Like you got little connects like that where you get some courtside seats or
Yo, actually, you know what? I do have some connections. One of
okay.
my buddies, Isaiah Stanback, actually, he works on the NFL Network, and
Okay.
he owns a gym, Steadfast Fitness and Performance. I live in Dallas, Texas. Here,
Okay.
um, I've had the opportunity to, go to like the Cowboys games, and I have other friends too that works for the Mavericks. Or one of my colleagues, her husband
Okay.
works for the Mavericks, so they've actually given me tickets before, but I'm gonna say I actually didn't go to the game when they gave me tickets. It was on Halloween, but I
Okay.
hope I get those opportunities again in the future. So
Got you. Now, yeah, for the viewers out there, this guy is a hardcore Dallas Cowboys fan. If I'm not mistaken, like him and my brother are super cool. They go every other year or so. They get up, and I just think that's dope that you stick with your team. You don't bandwagon whoever's hot right now, the Eagles or whoever. You know what I'm saying? You really stick with your team.
yeah, we ain't like Mace. You know how Mace is on. It is what it is. He's like a real bandwagon jumper. You know what I mean? That's a part of
Yeah,
his forte, so you can't knock
yeah,
it. But
you can't
you
knock
know,
it.
over the last year here, I had to take myself a little bit more conservative approach with the Cowboys. So I didn't go to the game last year.
Got
They
you.
got to tighten it up a bit.
Got you. Okay, bro. So let me actually, I'm gonna talk about your book now because I've been checking it out too. Hip Hop Nutrition Volume One. Where can we purchase it? Like, what's in there? What's the good stuff in there that people trying to get on their nutrition and trying to get their healthy eating together should know about it?
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. So, Hip Hop Nutrition can be found at Amazon, and it's essentially 21 recipes
Hmm.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you do 21 meals 3 times a day. That's 7 days a week. So when you're looking at what should I eat, you know what I mean, for your health, for your fitness, this will give you a real structured approach, so that you know what a balanced meal is that has the right amount of protein, fats, carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, and it utilizes what has inspired me for my whole life, which is hip hop.
Hmm.
So a lot of the recipes are hip hop based. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like the
Yeah,
super base, and
yeah,
now something like that, and the peanut butter buster protein shake.
yeah. Some good ones in there. I was checking that out.
Yeah, so definitely, if you're looking for a structured approach to your diet and something to
Mhm.
kickstart your health, it definitely will put you on the right track.
Mhm. Now, I'm not going front. When I went there to check out some of the videos, I thought you was gonna be in there chefing it up and cooking, you know what I'm saying? But I see you break down the recipe, you tell people what they need to get exactly, how to prepare it, because that's my thing. I was getting tired of meal prepping every Sunday for the week and just getting tired of eating the same thing every day.
Yeah.
So do you think it's important to meal prep for like the people that are just starting or following like, your book and mixing it up like that?
Yeah, essentially it's all about what works best for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are like real structured and rigid, and they
Mhm,
they don't mind, measuring their foods and,
mhm,
preparing it on a weekly basis.
mhm,
I think if you feel motivated, you can purchase the foods in a large, batch like that. You got the time to cook it and things of that nature. I say
mhm.
by all means, go for it. But whatever you choose to do, it should be something sustainable that you can do for a lifetime.
Okay,
Personally, for myself, I'm not a advocate for meal planning.
okay.
Um, I'm more so teaching people what foods to eat so that no matter what circumstance you're in, you know what foods to choose. You go out to eat, you're going to somebody's house, you go into a buffet,
Mhm,
what I mean? You know what foods to pick for breakfast, lunch, and dinner so that it
okay,
fits you for health and fitness. So with the book, it's really designed to mix it up where you could pick any track you want. It's just like music. It's a mixtape.
mhm,
You don't always want
mhm.
to listen to track one, then two, then
Mhm.
three. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm
You
going to
gonna
my
throw it on
favorite.
shuffle.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yep.
So that's really what it's all about.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, because like for dinner, I had I don't know, like I'm not good with measurements and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna cap to you. I just like to eat, and I had salmon and broccoli, and I try to eat, before a certain time, so I don't go to sleep on it. It's like those little things that you just got to keep in your head. But for the average person that especially for the average male over 30 or 40 that has a family, that has a wife, it's hard to find the time to still eat healthy, or especially try to feed your kids. They want to eat macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets, but you're on your you're trying to stick with your diet. So I think that's one of like the hardest things for people, or for me too, is just making sure I'm eating the right things. And I want to ask you too, you're in Dallas, you're in a big city, I'm in Atlanta. The culture here is okay, so like cheat days, everybody, they want to go out and go get some drinks, go get something to eat. What's your take on cheat days?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think you should put a cheat day into your regimen, and
Okay.
I'm a fan of doing it once a week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's life if you can't enjoy it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like all those good, tasty foods out there. All those great restaurants in Atlanta, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
It's really all about balance. So
Okay.
you're eating really structured. Monday through Friday. You got your breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Having that one cheat day to have social activity with
Mm-hmm.
friends, family, it certainly can help you with your compliance, right, to eating a healthy diet for a long time. Because if you restrict yourself too much, that's when that binge eating could come up, or you'll feel
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, when you hit that break point where you're like, man, I was trying to eat healthy for so long, but I mean, if you're able to incorporate those foods you love, banana pudding and fried chicken. I
Mhm.
had fried chicken over last weekend. Last
Uh-huh.
weekend here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now and again, I will teach people how to mix it up, right? So
Okay.
you can have some fried chicken, you can have some barbecue and stuff, but put some vegetables with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had some collard greens, etc. So
Okay.
it's all how to mix and mingle it,
Have a
and then
balance.
yeah, and then it's also about calorie restriction at times too, like fasting.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you might not eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the weekend. Most people only eat two meals on the weekend anyway, but you
Mhm.
can be a little bit more conscientious, like small breakfast, fast forward,
Okay.
8 hours, then have that nice big meal. Then the next day you might fast again and have a light lunch and then have a nice good dinner. You know what I mean?
Okay. See, that's my problem. Sundays, I like some cheese grits, some turkey bacon, some eggs. No, like I really be chefing it up. But
Hey man, all that. And also your exercise too. If you working out, you're gonna burn those calories up. You know what I mean?
true. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like balancing the bulk and balancing the cut. I see a lot of guys in the gym too, where it's just like they're in there going crazy with the cardio, but still they're not seeing muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? And then even with like the holidays and everything, it's so hard to really try to stick to your diet when Christmas time, everybody's shoving pies in your face. You know what I'm saying? And eating all the bad things, the drinking. And how do you still like try to have a life, but still keep it healthy?
Yeah, bro, that's an awesome point that you brought up. Essentially during the holidays, believe it or not, that's when most people have their actual weight gain that takes
Mhm.
place. I forgot the exact statistics, but I think it's approximately like a 15-pound weight gain that occurs
Mhm.
over like a 15-year period. So,
Oh, wow.
as time is progressing, and people are like, yo, where's this weight coming from? The
Mhm.
studies show that I believe it's about 1 to 2 pounds of weight you gain over the holiday season,
Mm.
but there's some ways to modify what you're choosing. Lean protein choices and eating those protein foods first, then
Okay.
filling up with vegetables, then going with your carbohydrates. Even the order by which you eat the food can make
Mm.
an impact, so that you don't overeat. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And when it comes to the alcohol, of course, that's also another big one, because
Yeah.
it's easy to disregard the calorie consumption from alcohol because
Right.
it tastes good, it make you feel good, you know what
Uh-huh.
I mean? You know what? Yo, let me get one more so I could get that nice buzz and
Right.
feel.
Exactly,
And
because all your friends is out, they got a drink. You don't wanna be left out, you like, "Well, let me get a virgin, margarita or something," you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, facts, man. And with alcohol, really, it's a great social, tool, but it's all about being conscientious, really. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not to be corny, but
No,
it
you're
really
right.
it really does have a big impact on like your health. And once you
Mhm.
start drinking, that cuts your ability to burn calories. Like your body will
Okay,
focus on the alcohol first before it
got you.
starts to break that food down. So when you're talking about holidays with cakes, cookies, pies, turkey, all this
Mhm.
stuff, with alcohol, it all has a cumulative
Mm,
effect. But again, you could do that fasting to help
okay,
clear your system out the next day. Get on
okay,
that treadmill, do some cardio, and
okay.
build muscle over time. I heard you kind
Mhm,
of alluding to that, like not just
mhm,
cardio, but try to get in that weight room and build those
mhm.
muscles.
Oh, yeah, that's what my goal is right now. Dang, I wanted to ask you something about what we were just talking about. Um,
Carbs, protein, turkey, chicken, holidays, alcohol.
right. Hams, yams, greens, potatoes, all that. But I mean, like, with the drinking, I lost my father, a few years ago, so I was kinda binging, I ain't gonna lie, I've been drinking some brown, and I definitely seen my abs shot, like, they were shot, bro, and, me and my brother, we went to, North Carolina about a year or 2 ago with the family, and, I could just see a difference. I know everybody's different, but, even, like, a 5 to 10-pound weight, it feels like it does a difference on you. Like, it goes into your midsection, or, like, drinking the alcohol, it does cut your gains pretty much.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, like I was saying before, when you drink that alcohol, like your metabolism immediately changes, and it's gonna go right to the alcohol. Because I mean, alcohol is a poison, so the body's got to
Mhm.
handle it, make sure that it digests it in a right way, so that it doesn't become toxic to the body. So,
Okay.
essentially, it's basically gonna support fat storage, right? It's gonna make it real difficult to break fat down. So the more we're consuming that calorie, the more it's gonna accumulate, in the midsection and
Mhm.
uh, to weight gain over time. Really, when looking at like nutrients and macronutrients, we always think like fats, carbs, and protein.
Mhm.
But alcohol actually fits into the pillars. So at the bottom, you have carbs, which is 4 calories per gram. Then you
Okay.
have protein, which is also 4 calories per gram, but it's a more thermogenic protein source, which food source, which means it takes a lot more energy to break down.
Okay.
Then we usually think fat, right? We go like
Mhm.
4, and then 9, because
Mhm.
fat has so many calories per serving. But where does alcohol fall? Is right below fat at
Mm,
7 calories, 7 calories per gram of alcohol. That's a
mm.
lot.
Okay.
So for me, um, I have different social events, working things of that nature. I try to keep myself to 2 drinks.
Okay.
And the other thing is, I've been doing like non-alcohol kind of like beverages. That's kind of like the trend these days.
Okay.
Uh, where I'll do like a ginger beer. Like, yo,
Okay. I mess with
ginger,
ginger beer.
bro, that's fire. Like, if you still want to be social,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm not really feeling up to a drink. I'll order a ginger beer, and people
Okay.
won't even know. Like, okay,
Mm.
you still sipping,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? You
Right.
getting that
Right.
you know?
So, what you think about, like, wine, Chardonnay, or a Merlot, something like that, like, just in moderation?
Yeah, I mean the wine as well. It does have that marketing where the phenols, the polyphenols in the alcohol is good for heart health to,
Mhm. A
to
good
an
wine.
ex- to an extent. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You still want to be cognizant of the calories you're consuming from wine, but it's all about the percentage of alcohol too. So wines are like 12%. So you can drink a little bit more of it and not get the toxic effects, right? Versus
Okay.
if you're drinking an alcohol like Bacardi or
Mhm.
I like tequila, you know what I'm saying, where
Right.
it's
Douce.
35. You know what I mean? That's stronger, so, less servings to, have, an effect, you know what I mean? But so with the wine, you can kinda enjoy a little bit more and get some of the polyphenols, but, The research on that is a little bit overhyped as far as like
Okay.
why it's great for heart health, you
Right,
know?
exactly. Because you hear that
But
all the time. Yeah. Let
for
me
sure.
ask you too, while I'm on that line. So I was on Twitter and people were like, "Yeah, I think this girl was like, oh, she's gonna smoke a blunt before she goes to work out." I'm like, "What the hell? Like, who does that?" And she got a lot of likes. People were agreeing. People were like, "Well, I smoke one on the way out." What do you think about smoking weed? Since a lot of states it's legal anyway, before working out or after working out, does that mess up your gains? Does like, not talking about cigarettes, but just strictly just marijuana?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm actually not very well versed on marijuana and
Okay.
working out, but from my perspective, I've seen people kind of like, talking about that a little bit. If it kind of gets you into the mood and or kind of relaxes you after workout, I don't see where there's any, contraindications. Really, as it relates to like getting the most out of your workout, it's
Mhm.
being able to go in there with the right mind state. So
Right.
for some folks, if they need to smoke weed beforehand, then hey, it is what
I
it
don't see how
is.
they do it. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
don't y'all get tired? Don't you get winded? Like,
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
it may have different effects on different people, but
okay,
essentially, it's all really about that diet, bro. Like what you're eating
okay,
before, after. You know what I'm saying for the recovery.
okay. Got you. Let me I got a lot of questions actually. So let me just
Yeah,
keep on there. Can you tell me about your supplements? That was one of my questions because it's so many supplements out there. How do you know if you're getting like your pre-workout, something quality, but still that's not going to break your freaking, your bank. Just trying to make sure you got your protein, make sure you got your pre-workout because now I can't even work out without pre-workout. I need that something. So yeah, I mean, like, what's your take on that? And
yeah, no doubt. So essentially, for myself, I've been taking supplements for many, many years.
okay,
I mean, I'm kind of like a doctor that prescribes medicine. I'm a
mhm,
dietitian that prescribes supplements, straight up.
okay,
Um, you know, really some people kind of look down on it like, oh man, food first or whatever, and sometimes that could be the case, but I would tell you that I'm one of the biggest advocates for supplements in the world.
okay. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna need you to write me a subscription, a subscription because, bro, I be seeing like these guys, yo, they be jacked, bro, and I'll be like, I know there's different things. I've been hearing like Natty, and some people even been trying to slide in my DM like some, it's a website that people buy synthetic stuff or whatever. And I'm not trying to go that route. I want to be natural, but I wouldn't mind taking some supplements. I take this thing called Ageless Max or something. It's like testosterone booster. So that's been working for me. I don't know. I put the creatine down.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, there's a lot to supplementation, and really,
Okay.
um, you were asking about how do you know if the product is valid or
Hmm.
putting your money in the right places, because there are literally probably thousands,
Hmm.
thousands of different products out there. It's kind of hard to know like what works, what should I take, etc. There's some references you can use. Consumerlab.com.
Okay.
You have to have a membership to that resource, but it's a
Okay.
very thorough reference where it will tell you the best quality products, what it does, any safety concerns. Excuse me. And also another one that I use is examine.com. They do
Okay.
have a free portion that you can use. So
Okay.
anytime you have a question about like, hey, does this work? What does it do? Etc. You can
Mm,
just type that into examine.com and it'll give you like a summary.
okay.
I do have a subscription for it so I can go deeper.
Okay.
So essentially, even these days, I would even potentially start maybe with a chat GPT to give you a little bit more
Mm,
insight. So you can plug in like whatever the product name is or the ingredients and say, hey, what's the evidence on this? Is it, something that's worthwhile for me to take, and kind of see what kind of breakdown it gives you. But for myself, really, I stick with some core supplements. I take Repsups. I know the gentlemen that own the company, and I'm an
mm,
affiliate of their business. Essentially, I've been a part of their promotion and so forth for many years.
mhm.
But essentially, I take pre-workout myself, and some people don't need pre-workout. Their
Okay.
genetics different. You know what I'm saying? Where
Okay.
they just have, that natural energy source. But for
Mhm.
me, I need that pre-workout. You
It
know what I
gives
mean?
me that boost, but some of them get you all jittery, like your ears be tingling. You know what I'm saying? And
I love that feeling, and
I do too, kind of. But sometimes when it's overboard, some products are like they be too much for me.
yeah, no, that's the beta alanine. So all the ingredients
Oh,
kind of have a different mechanism of action, and the beta
okay.
alanine basically what it does is it's supposed to suppress the lactic acid buildup. So it'll
Mhm.
allow you to kind of work out longer, so that you don't get that lactic acid buildup as frequently. But some products, have the beta alanine, and then the main ingredient really for a pre workout is caffeine.
Mhm.
Um, you know, you could drink some coffee really to get a
Mm.
similar effect, but you
Okay.
probably have to drink, 3 cups of coffee to get
Okay.
to what a lot of these products have in it. But for me personally, I'm doing pre-workout. I'm doing branched chain amino acids, which I'm actually sipping on right now,
Okay.
just for hydration, recovery.
Mm.
Uh,
So you
additionally,
don't necessarily go to a protein shake after a workout? Okay.
I
Okay.
do protein shake too. So whey protein always, it's
Mhm.
the best quality protein source known to mankind. Obviously, maybe it may not work for some people because they're lactose intolerant or they can't tolerate
Mhm.
milk. So obviously, there's those
The
plant-based,
plant-based. Mhm.
and then I do creatine as well. I've been doing creatine for mad long.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Do you do the
you'll see that
capsules or do you do the free stuff that you the powder?
I do the powder, straight powder, but there's kind of trends that are taking place now with the gummies. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I actually just bought some gummies recently, and they
Oh, yeah?
actually taste good. Kind of
Okay,
brings
I'm
you
gonna
back.
have to try that.
Yeah, it kind of brings you back to your childhood. You know what I'm saying? When we used to eat
Right.
those fruit snacks.
You're right.
But
Exactly.
the thing with that, you just gotta be a little bit cautious of like the carb content and like the sugars. It's not a lot, but
Mhm.
some people
Okay.
might get a little bit excessive with it. But generally, I do those core, supplements, pre workout. I do the BCAAs, the whey protein, the creatine. Those
Okay.
four I've been doing for years, decades. And then,
Okay.
of course, then you have like more of your health and functional supplements like vitamin D. As
Mhm.
an
Okay. Because I know like they just get expensive, bro. I know like the average person, that's like starting out, they can't really afford all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're just like, where do they go? It's like when the pre-workout's like 35.99.
Yeah, no doubt. I know my guys at Rev Subs, they offer discounts. And you could use my code J Lucas Nutrition 20 to get 20% off. But
Listen up,
if there's
guys. Listen up, guys.
if there's something there, that you don't necessarily want to take, or I know that they're just online, you could always check out, wholesale purchasing of supplements by, if you got a Costco membership, that could be
Mm.
worthwhile.
Hmm.
Also, Amazon, of course, is also another great resource. So you can search by the cheapest, product essentially, and look at
Okay.
those ingredients. You could use a resource called man, I'm trying to blink on it. It's like something Labdoor,
Okay.
Labdoor.
Okay.
Yeah, that way you could also kind of like evaluate if it's worthwhile to take like one of the cheaper products you see. It'll give it like a grade where it'll tell you like this product is good because of
Okay.
whatever research, or if it has any adulteration as well, like if they've ever found like a high lead level or something of that nature.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to be taking something just because it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? You want to actually make sure that it's doing something for you, for your body. Okay, that's some good information.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't afford supplements, you don't need to take them. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, coffee. You know what I mean? It could be a pre
Mhm.
workout where what I'm saying. You just drink a couple cups before you work out. Increase your protein. You know what I'm saying? Tuna, cottage
Mhm.
cheese. I mean, eggs I know are expensive these days, but
Oh,
just increase.
I still got to get my eggs, bro. They like $10 a dozen down here, but yeah, that's a must. That's a
Facts,
must.
facts. So there's always a way to kind of piece it
Okay,
together.
balance it out. Okay. I want to talk to you about so I know you do travel a lot. What's your favorite gyms to go to, franchise gyms when you're on vacation?
Yo, this is a good question, bro. Cause like I go on vacations, but I just travel a lot for work. For example, I'm going to Tampa
Okay.
tomorrow, and I'm gonna be
Okay.
there for the whole week.
Okay.
So a lot of times I try to figure out what gyms are close by to where I'm located. A lot of times the hotel gyms are just not quite good enough.
They're not.
Um, yeah, I would say maybe one out of every five hotels, maybe. have
Facts.
like enough equipment in it
Uh-huh.
where
Facts.
it's an
Or you just
awesome
gotta
work.
pretty much do what you can in there just to get your
Fact.
workout in. Yeah.
Yeah, like especially if it's a leg day, they don't have
Uh-huh.
like squat rack or whatever.
Right.
So I have a membership to Gold's Gym. So
Okay.
if you have Gold's Gym in the area, which over time, especially when COVID started, a lot of gym franchises started to change, right?
Mhm.
For example, I had 24-hour fitness.
Mhm.
In Atlanta, I remember there was some 24-hour fitness because I would come to visit, I would
Mhm.
use my trip, but then all of a sudden all those shut down and they franchised it to like LA Fitness. There's like one
Mhm.
downtown,
Yeah.
LA Fitness.
Mhm. That's what
So
gym I go to.
yeah, so I actually do a pass for LA Fitness when I have the opportunity. I'll get like a 3-day pass.
Okay.
Um, if the Gold's Gym's not around.
Okay. So
Um,
you prefer the Ghost Gym?
yeah, Gold's Gym is cool. You know what I'm saying?
I
It
think
gets
that's
the
the
job.
big boy gym. You gotta graduate to get there. You can't just be a newbie and just be all up in there because niggas gonna be like, bruh, you gonna have to get up off that machine. Like I be telling people, I started off at Planet Fitness for 2 years. Now I'm at LA Fitness, been there for I don't know, like 6 years. And I've tried One Life because my brother stays next to there. I like One Life a lot too, but I don't know. LA Fitness is just like it's just that gym because it just, it just has everything in there for me. I love that gym.
Yeah,
But
facts. I would say for sure, LA Fitness is a great one because it does have, the free weights, it has the
mhm.
selectorized weights, and then it also has the I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of like a mixture between free weight and selectorized weight, where you
Mhm.
put the weights on the side and it kind of keeps you in your
Right.
form.
Yeah.
Um, I love those for like the back, but then
Okay.
what I really like about LA Fitness is they usually have like the turf area where you could
Mhm.
do tire flips and sled push
Mhm.
or pull. And like
Okay.
Gold's Gym don't have the sled, and
Oh,
sometimes,
really? Hmm.
yeah, depending, like certain ones will have a little bit of a different equipment, but they like to stay
Mhm.
branded when you're going from one location to the next. What's interesting is I was in Brickell last week actually in
Where's that at?
Miami.
Oh, okay,
Miami,
Miami? Okay.
yeah, and of course, Miami, Brickell, a very sexy area, lots of
Mhm.
fitness people.
Of
Like
course.
when you
Mhm.
go there, it makes you want to work out because the
Okay.
weather's so. The people look great. They've got awesome food everywhere. There's juice and all this kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Love that.
Like in heaven, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Crazy thing is in Brickell, it's a very expensive area. Like you see
Okay.
Ferraris and all that riding
Okay.
around, and they have Equinox. You know what I mean? This is like the gym for the people that got cake. And
Okay. Never even heard
crazy,
of it.
yeah, bro. Crazy thing is, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go see if I could check the gym out and see if I can get a pass similar to
Okay.
LA Fitness. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? I'll pay $100 just so I can check it out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Bro, I called. They said we don't even have a guest pass you can get.
Wow. Oh, that's exclusive, exclusive.
Yeah, super exclusive because I
Okay.
think they may have celebrities in there and stuff, bro.
Okay. Hmm.
But instead, I ended up
Hmm.
getting a lifetime signature pass. Um,
Okay.
and that gym was interesting in Brickell. Like the name and the location, you would think is like real high end, but it
Uh-huh.
was a little funky in there, bro. And also, the other thing that was wild is kind of like if you look at the reviews, I remember looking, it said that it was a good people watching.
Hmm.
And it wasn't lying, bro. They had people in there with their dogs, bro.
Wow.
Yes, with their
Never
like
been to a gym like that.
little Shih Tzus or whatever they call them.
Wow. Hmm. How do you get your workout in and you gotta watch a dog at the same time?
Oh.
I mean, at least LA Fitness, they got a little kids club, you know what I'm saying? You could for the parents, exactly.
Yo, and walking on a treadmill with the dog. I
Okay.
wanted to take pictures because it was like crazy.
Mhm. Something different. And I guess the thing too, like, because there's like a mom and pop's gym by me, but it's weird how like the 45 plates, they weigh different than the ones at LA Fitness. Like the old school plates, the real metal ones, bro. I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm benching. I'm like, bro, this the real shit. Like, I can't even bench as much as I used to. Like the mom and pops, they be having like the real equipment, bro.
Bro, look, that's a key point. And the thing is, as you say, like Gold's Gym is like the top tier, like next level bodybuilding type joint.
Mhm.
Yes, there is definitely a notion that when you step in there, this is Arnold's type gym. and their weights are extremely heavy, dog.
Okay.
Like when you get on like the pull downs and all that stuff, you be
Mhm.
like, oh, this joint go up to like 400 or something like
Oh,
that.
wow. Okay.
And like, yo, you put like 200 and it's actually like 200 pounds, but
Wow.
it makes your egos definitely check because you be like, yo, it don't look
Exactly.
like a lot, but this is heavy, bro.
Right. And that's the thing,
And
my ego will be kinda shot. I'll be like, "Hold up, I was able to do this in LA, and" you know what I'm saying? Now I'm over here looking like a puny little guy.
yo, fact, and the crazy thing is they don't even have a lot of 45 plates in that gym.
Mm,
Like they got like a whole bunch of 35s. And in the beginning, people were complaining. It was like, yo, we want more 45s. But the manager was like, nah, like put some more 35s on there. He was like,
mhm,
lift all those first, and then we'll put you some 45s. And when people
mm.
was like, "All right, we get where he's coming from."
Yeah, because I always wonder, I'm like, why do some gyms, the plates are heavier than others, and you think it's a universal size,
Man,
which
that's
is
that German equipment, bro.
right. Because 'cause I'm
they,
like,
they,
"Dang, bruh, check my ego, why don't you?" So
tell
yeah,
me,
well, that bring me to the next question then. How do you tell people that are on their phones, not using the machine, that they need to get their ass up out the machine? Like, what's the best way to let people know that? Do you give them a look, or do you just go up to them?
I would just go up to them like and stand near their equipment until you get their attention and just say, hey, how many you got left? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
usually when you do that, they start to scurrying up. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And they get through the set pretty quickly.
That's true.
Um,
I
and
try not to
obviously,
be a gym bully in there, but
I feel you.
it's just like, bro, come on now. Like y'all pay a monthly membership. You could be on your phone at home. You know what I'm saying? It just always would be like, ugh.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I mean, if you can try to avoid those high traffic times too, I know it's tough
Mm,
based on your schedules, but
that's true.
at my gym, Gold's Gym is very social media culture. So
Mm,
like if you don't like to be like in a gym where people got their cameras set up and all that kind of
okay.
stuff, my Gold's Gym is not the place because everyone
Okay.
has the stand set up and all that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind though, because like I do some videos and all that, and
Uh,
with the guy I'm working out with, we'll do some camera stuff. But I always try to respect the people around
other
me, and
people. Yeah.
try not to put them in the video image if I can.
Yeah. I think that's just the way of life now with social media and stuff like that. Because like you said, people do it in LA Fitness, not as much, but I don't care. I mean, I'm doing my workout. It really doesn't bother me too heavy. It's just that when you're trying to like get your weights and you got a whole tripod right here, it's like, come on now, like you got to move it out the area where everybody's walking. But
Facts.
it's funny you say that because I've been seeing a lot of like newbies in the gym and they're just like on their phone between sets. And, I'm like, look, bro, you can't wait 5-10 minutes between sets because you're not going to work out, the muscle group you're trying to target.
Yeah,
And,
facts.
but let
Tell
me
me
ask
about it.
you, what do you think is the best time to work out? Is it like in the morning or in the evening or just whatever works for your schedule?
Yeah, this kind of question comes up here and there, and that definitely could be kind of tricky to figure out. And back in the day, I remember my professor was saying the best time to work out was like 1 p.m.
Mm,
Because you wake up, you've eaten some food, and you have that energy to go. But
mm,
over time, personally, for myself, I've recognized that really the best time to work out is whenever you can fit it in. Number
mm,
one, and then
mhm,
number two is when you feel the best as well.
mm.
So that's going to be variable for every single person. For me, I like evening workouts for like lifting weights. I'm not a
Okay.
morning person. I can get up, you know what I'm saying, and get going in
Mhm,
the morning, but I feel better when I'm like going in the evening. Like
okay.
have my full day. I slept. I've eaten a lot. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying. I take a nap before I hit the gym.
mhm.
But it's gonna be individualized by each person, so I wouldn't fret
Okay.
too much. It's like, oh, I like to work out in the morning because you burn more
Mhm.
calories. Whatever the case is just whatever works best for you.
Okay. Because, I'm in my 40s, bruh. It's a little tough to get up in the morning sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And really
I
get in there. But I like to go, I'm up at like 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning. I like to go before work so I can, have the rest of my day to just relax and, like I said, take a nap, after work and stuff like that. But it's weird, like you say that, because I feel like I could lift more on my Saturday workouts because I go later on in the day. Um, yeah, so that.
Well, the interesting thing for men actually is your testosterone levels actually peak in the morning. You probably know
Mm.
that. You know what I'm saying? You feeling up, you know what I'm saying, in
I
the
do,
morning.
yeah. I be, yeah. I like the
Yeah,
morning workouts.
that's the
Mm.
testosterone, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the test goes up, you know what I mean? Then the evening it kind of goes down. So you can take
Oh, okay.
advantage of that as well.
Hmm. I know I like to do my leg days in the evening. I just feel like that I can get my squats in and my leg presses and all my other stuff in there. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that brings me to another question too. I've been lacking on this, and I know it's just hard for the average person, especially married guys, guys with kids. How What's the importance of having a good night's sleep? I'm getting like 5, 6 hours maybe a night, and I feel like that's not enough. I try to get myself to bed early, but you know how it is. The day goes by, and it's like before you know it, it's 7, 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I struggle with the same thing, being that, you're married, you have family, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to take
Hmm.
the dog out, you got to
Hmm.
pack and get ready for travel. And I deal
Hmm.
with that significantly. And, really, sleep is super critical.
Hmm.
It's really being a beast, just like the gym, and trying to get like everything done as much as you can.
Hmm.
Um, but I utilize supplements too to help, support good quality sleep.
Okay. Like
Melatonin,
melatonin.
example, yeah. But
Okay.
it's not for everybody because it can cause more grogginess, perhaps. Um, and some people get like really vivid dreams. But
Mm.
the research with melatonin shows that it actually can be a cancer preventive, nutrient,
Oh
and
wow.
it also helps with supporting high quality sleep so that you get more REM sleep. You
Mm.
may have heard of that before. That's the
I've
rapid
never.
eye.
Okay.
So that's like when you have dreams and stuff like that. It's basically helping to support your brain health.
Okay.
But really, it's all about keeping a cold room, a dark room. I use like an eye mask. Like you remember
Okay.
when the album that Future had when he was chilling?
Uh
He was
huh.
like,
Yeah. Lay back. It's like a meme right now. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's called I really
Okay.
didn't like it. I forgot, but
Yeah.
Um, I started kind of wearing that eye mask, not because of him, but I was like
Mhm.
wearing it like probably like around that time. And when I'm on a plane, I'll like throw that on
Mm.
just to get like a little extra, you know,
Mhm.
fresh, rest. But it's really having good sleep etiquette.
Okay.
White noise, like a fan or something like that in the background. Very pitch black as much as possible. Cool room. It should be like 70 degrees or less. I think even lower than that, like 68 degrees. And
Mm.
then using like cool sheets and stuff too, like satin sheets.
Mm.
Those are some things to try out. But sleep is so critical. But in this day and age, because we have a lot of constant distractions like
Excellent. Your
cell phone,
phone. Right.
stress, got to get up early. It could be hard to
Uh-huh.
get that 7 to 8, but I think that's where naps and so forth fit in, and also making up for sleep deficit on the weekends if you can.
Mm. Facts. Yes. I love me a good lazy Sunday. You just sleep half the day, then get up, make me a big old breakfast.
Facts,
um,
facts.
so you answered a lot of my fitness questions. Now, we've been talking for a little while, actually. Let me get into some hip hop stuff because now I want to pick your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Get it.
Right now, what's your top five hip hop, past to present?
Oh man, this is hard, man.
I
You
know
know,
top five.
I'm going right off the top of my mind, and I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna put Nas in there. I know
Okay.
the age of
Right.
children, I'll say.
Right. You showing our age, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nas, you know what I mean? But he's definitely gonna be in my top five. Number two, and I'm not going in any particular order
Okay,
because I
it's
know
just okay, just top five. Yeah, no order.
it's crazy. I'm gonna put Big Pun in there. You know what I'm saying? He's
Okay.
just lyrical and like a
One of the
like a kid.
greatest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And looking at some of these guys with their short time, definitely gives an indication of how lethal they were, and they could
Mm,
have had even more of an impact. Obviously, in our generation, it was significant, but
mhm,
unfortunately, the younger kids they don't know a lot about these artists.
mhm.
But there's a repeat of history where I feel there's still going to be time frames when these songs that we love they're gonna come back in
Right.
remixes and stuff like that.
Fact. They're kinda doing
Um,
that now, really, a
for
little bit.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, I'm probably gonna have to obviously put Biggie in there, and I'll say right now I'm not listening to Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm intentionally not listening. It's just
Mm-hmm.
and then now my other two, I'm probably gonna have to try to fast forward to a modern day artist, and I know he's controversial, but I'm probably gonna throw Kanye in there. Now I know
Wow.
we can't let his political views and all that stuff fall into the picture. However, he is a musical genius.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. I always put
Now,
respect on that.
yeah, and it depends on what we're referring to as far as being in the top five lyrics, or versus
Mm-hmm.
creativity and things of that nature. But I like to throw him in there just to throw a monkey wrench. And then for the last one, let me see. Man, this one gonna be tough, bro. Oh, how can I forget? Of course. Jay-Z, of course. You know what I mean? If I ain't put him in there, I think people would have just straight deleted this
You're like, hold on,
podcast, right?
where you from again? Well, you from Texas, but you from Connecticut, right? I mean, yeah.
Exactly. So
Okay.
that'd be my top five.
Okay. That's a good top five right there. I can't be mad at that. So let me ask you this: Kendrick or Drake?
Oh man. Kendrick, man, like he's like ridiculous, bro. Like lyrics and everything now. I will say, Drake, I love his music. Like,
Mhm. He's a good artist. I ain't going front.
yeah, like he gives you like he make you feel good. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like when I think about some of the best times in my life, you know what I mean? Back in Connecticut, hanging out with my homie John and all that, and
Mhm.
we going to the club, you know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
got that Drake on, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or, you
You about to
know,
pick up a shorty or something like that. You know what I mean?
back
Right.
when I had my own condo and man, I can't remember the name of that album he had. The one with the owl on it or something? I forgot. It was the Gold
Um,
Eye owl. But
Thank me later. I can't
yeah,
remember.
it's something, man. But
Yeah.
yo, that joint was
Super.
like fire, dog.
Yeah.
I had these I still got them, the 900 Pioneers from China, bro, with the
Hmm.
tinted bumpers, and I
Okay.
would that joint, bro, like bang it in my condo, bro, and man, just
Yeah.
having fun. Like the music is fun. It makes you feel good. Like, but when it comes to like lyrics and actually like destroying you and the metaphors, it would take you a lifetime to understand what Kendrick's talking about
Facts.
from an artist perspective. And he
Hmm.
demonstrated how powerful he is in the recent beef. So there's
Facts.
no way that you can say that Drake is better than Kendrick. Like, there's no chance.
Facts. And I think we come from the era where if you had a ghostwriter, like that killed your credibility. Let me ask you, where were you when Not Like Us came out? Do you know where you was when you first heard that?
But you know what? I don't know for sure, man. I can't
Okay.
remember. I was probably looking on social media or something like that and noticed,
Okay.
oh wow, you know what I mean?
Because
But
that
I
like
can't.
changed the game, bro. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, that's been a cultural reset. There hasn't been a diss track or even a rap track performed at the Super Bowl, bro. Like, I mean, when we was growing up, Jay Z had Prodigy on the some summer jam screen. We've never seen nobody actually perform a diss record at the Super Bowl, bro.
Facts. And the funny thing is, I actually heard I went to a meeting for work, and
Hmm.
in the meeting before the meeting started, I think they played "They Not Like Us." I'm like, what? Bro, this is crazy. Is he playing not "They Not Like Us"? What?
Wow. That just to show you how impactful that was. That's crazy. I know because it's like a Chinese version, an Indian version. It's like, wow, bro. Like, you got to put respect on his name.
Oh,
Did you feel some kind of way when you heard that Drake dropped the lawsuit regarding it? You think that was a
yeah,
good
I thought
move?
that was a soft move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Overall, back in the day, we would never see anything like that. I mean, obviously, we don't want to see the beef go to the level that we're
No.
used to when
Yeah.
we had East versus West. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? We knew the impact of that was so crazy with Biggie and Tupac that cats was fighting each other in the schools and all that stuff
Hmm.
over just the dumbest thing. Like, yo,
Stupid
you
shit.
on the west wing of the school, I'm on the east wing of the school. It was like stupid.
Right.
So I feel like um, we take it out more in a different way. Like continue to be lyrical and put the music out and battle that way versus like
Hmm.
a lawsuit out there. That's again it is causing Drake, in my opinion, to continually lose and
Yeah.
uh, he's losing his for giving himself a full. maximal like career, right? Like
Hmm.
right now, I don't see him coming back that much just because his last album, whatever, I didn't even I like listened to a couple songs. I was like, this is trash,
What
bro.
Party Next Door?
I don't even know what it was, dog.
Yeah,
Like
I did a
and
reaction to it. Yeah, it wasn't. It was a few tracks up there, but it doesn't. It's not hitting like it used to. It's
that's
just
what
not
I
hitting
mean.
like it used to.
That's what I'm saying. It's like ultimately the whole lawsuit thing and all that. It's like I
Yeah,
feel bad for Drake in some ways, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I almost love him, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, like
we kind
you're
of
not
grew up with him too. I mean, 15 years in the game. I respect that. Like he put in the work. You know what I'm saying? But this hip hop shit ultimately is competition. Is
yeah,
that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
And
And that's the key. You know, it's so hard to understand like the whole philosophy and what they're thinking and the marketing. We gotta sell records, but myself, I'm a beat guy. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like lyrics and all that stuff, I'm gonna catch that later. Like I'm not real good at picking up on a little, metaphors and all that kind of stuff. But you've
mhm,
got to get that beat, bro. I'm big on beats, and
mm,
if you don't come right with that, I'm
mhm,
dismissing you, bro. You feel
mhm.
me? And that album, whatever he came out with, it was too soft. You
Right,
can't come with an R&B record with
right.
all this going on. It's got to be hard. You know what I'm
And it all
saying?
sound the same. That was my thing too. It all sounds the same. Like Kendrick, the GNX, bro, I still got that in heavy rotation. And it's been out for what, 5 or 6 months? And it's just like it gives me West Coast. I miss that type of rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm an East Coast dude, but I respect Midwest, down south, West Coast if you being authentically you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
it's just I feel like that was one of the greatest albums, like within these past few years with hip hop. Um,
facts.
and then I want to say too, like these kids don't know that every 10, 15 years, the game changes too. Like I was saying at one point, we had Def Jam, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, Cash Money, but then, time goes, you know what I'm saying? And these kids, they don't know. They don't know a time before Drake, a time before a Future, a time before, the biggest artists out now, Little Baby or Young Thug. So to see their fave kind of fall off a little bit, they're like, oh, nah, we grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? We can't, nah, he's going to be the greatest forever. And I'm like, bro, this is hip hop. This is what happens every 10, 15 years. The game changes. You know what I'm saying? I think there people, especially Drake's fans, are having a hard time just grappling with that issue.
Yeah, facts, bro. We're gonna be seeing the AI hip hop
I
come out
know
next.
that's scary. Scary.
Fact.
Let me ask you, let me switch it up real quick. The female rappers, which pick pick your fighter, Nicki, Megan Thee Stallion, or Cardi B.
This ain't even a question, bro. Man,
It's
Nikki,
not
bro, I love Nikki, man. She's
uh
the best, bro.
okay. So you
You
going
know
with
what I mean?
Nicki even though you live in Texas? Even though you live
Bro,
in Texas?
man. Megan, nah,
Nah.
nah. Nikki,
Nah,
bro.
Cardi either?
Nah, Nikki is the best, bro. She fire.
Okay. Even now you don't think that her time has passed on, or you think she's still
So
giving you?
look, the thing with her, bro, she's so rich and like she done so much already, and I feel like she focusing on her family.
Hmm,
Like she not really going in like she could, you know what I'm saying? And I
mhm,
don't expect her to, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying? But like if she wanted to, if she went 100% in focus, she would destroy them, bro.
Yeah,
Like
she do got bars.
she know how to pick the beat, she really know how to rhyme.
She do.
And like to me, it's not even a competition, bro. Like, and the
Okay.
other part about it too is it's also how do they look and stuff like that. Because I think with
Right.
the female artists, it's
Yeah.
about the this
They gotta
and
have the whole package. Yeah.
that's what I mean. You know, Megan, she's starting to become kind of that icon with the way she
Mhm.
looks, but she's obviously a lot younger. But to me, Nikki, bro, she is
You give it to Nikki
thorough, bro.
still? Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that. I ain't gonna be mad at that. Okay, let me wrap up this question or this interview with this last question. What hip hop concerts have you been to, and do you have any plans to see anybody in the near future?
You know what? I've been to a lot of hip hop concerts. Kendrick Lamar, I've gone to like two of his concerts
Okay.
actually. One time here in Dallas with my wife and friend.
Okay.
And another time in Columbus, Ohio. Actually, I was outside and it was raining out.
Oh,
So you know what I mean? That's memorable. I've been to like the Roots. I know they're like kind of old
mhm.
and so forth, but that was a real
Okay.
memorable concert. In fact. I remember the drummer. It wasn't Quest. It was one of their
Somebody
backup
else.
drummers.
Okay.
They they threw the drumstick into the crowd. And I actually grabbed it and got
Okay. Dope.
yeah. So I went to concerts back in the day from like Roots being downtown New Haven on the Green. I don't know
Hmm.
if you remember that, like real special moments like in high school and
Hmm.
stuff. All the way up to fast forward going to Kendrick Lamar. Um, I kind of wanted to check out Kanye's concerts back in the day when he was going out. I'm actually interested in his gospel thing that he does. He's saying that
Sunday
he's coming
service.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's coming back with that.
Because I'm
you
like,
know,
how could you say you a Nazi and still be like
yeah. You
giving
got to
that
look past
energy?
all that stuff. Look
Yeah.
past all that,
I'm
and
it's a little hard for me, bro, too, because it's crazy. Like I've said on my Twitter and stuff. Me and Kanye, we share the same birthday. We June
oh
8th.
wow,
Yeah, so that says a lot about me. It tells me a lot about him. Where I'm like, he moved off of impulse. He say what's on his mind, and he don't give a damn. And I'm just like, I get it, but sometimes, bro, you got to ring it in, bro. But I get it. He's still a musical genius, bro. I never take that from him.
yeah,
But do yourself seeing going to this concert, Kendrick and SZA and
nah, I'm
nah.
too old for that, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, I just got my ticket last week, bro. I ain't gonna tell you, I spent $600 on this, bro. And
uh,
I'm a new Kendrick fan. Like I know his old stuff, of course, swimming pools, all that. But I'm just more into him now. I'm just like, bro, I gotta sing not like us. I just got to, bro. It's not I gotta be in the building, bro.
yeah, bro. Really, it's all about what my wife wants to do. To tell you the
Okay.
truth.
Like,
So, I
look,
mean,
we going to this Kendrick concert.
yeah, like if she's like, hey, we should go check it out. I'm kind of random with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh.
for example, Chris Brown. We went
Oh
to that
yeah.
concert.
How was
That junk
that?
stupid.
That's my guy. That's the only guy I haven't really seen that's my top guy. Like, okay.
It was
Was he with
super dope,
somebody?
huh?
Was he with somebody or is just him?
Some artists opened up for him. I can't remember which.
Okay.
Apologize, but it was primarily him, like doing the
Mhm.
whole thing, like the stage moved and stuff like that, and like he was like
Mm,
probably seeing the highlights. He was like flying overhead. He was like looked like he was
mm.
like not far from us. It was dope, though.
Dang. Yeah.
The
That's
thing I
definitely
love,
one thing to check out.
yeah, that prep. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
for the most part,
And there's just not many artists that give you a show, to be honest. Chris Brown's one of them, Beyonce, maybe Kendrick Lamar too. And I would say Kanye. There's just a few artists that actually give you a live show. And they just
yeah,
don't just stand there, because we come from the era where you had to really show and prove at the Apollo, at you know what I'm saying? Like at these places, Spring Bling or whatever the case may be, 106 and Park, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Where it's like you really had to put on and get the crowd moving, you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, so hey, you never know. I may end up pulling up to the Kendrick concert. Again,
Okay.
it all depends on what my wife wants to do.
Right. If you're in the A, it's the end of April. So, I'll meet you in one of the sections, you know what I'm saying? But
Facts,
let
facts.
me actually I got one more question for you. What is your jam right now, your go-to that you put on when you get in the gym, when you're
I
ready to
look,
get it in?
I got to look at my playlist.
Okay.
Um, I kind of have a little bit of an eclectic mix of music these days, but you know what? As I look at it, you know who I really been banging with is Central C.
Okay. I've been hearing about
Yeah,
him. He a
bro.
basketball player, right?
No, Central C, bro. He's a European artist, bro.
Wow, okay.
He
Wow.
fire,
I've been
fire,
hearing
dog.
about bro. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to react to one of his tracks. I've been hearing
Yeah,
about him.
my favorite one right now is called Up North.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
and
got
it's
an
kind of
album
like
out, right?
yeah, it's the same philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that song he's talking about how going to jail and the cats from up north ain't nothing to play with, and they're the most livest cats compared to any other spots they've ever been to. And
Mhm.
he's kind of just saying how he's from that culture, and it's like similar to when we've heard like, yo, I'm gonna go visit my man up north, like New
Mhm.
York up north, whatever. Like I don't know, it's just dope to me. Like that's what
Hmm.
I'm like, Central C.
Okay. Well, thanks for the recommendation. I'm gonna check him out, bro. On my next, probably, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. I'm gonna go put him on and see what he's giving me on there.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. How about yourself? I'm gonna check out your
Um,
artist.
what I got run, like I said, I still got Kendrick on play. I've been feeling a lot of the people from the West Coast. What's his name? AZ Chuck E. Cheese, the guy on Pickaboo. Um,
I don't know.
you don't know Pickaboo on the GNX album?
somebody I gotta check out. AZ?
Yeah. Yeah, his name is Chili AZ. Let me get his name right, cause homie is pretty nice. Like, so Kendrick been putting on a lot of his dudes from the West Coast. AZ Chili, AZCHIKE.
Word.
And it's this dude, Lefty Gunplay. I've been jamming on him. He's from the West Coast. And bro, if you haven't got a chance to check out Redman album, like it's a long album, it's like 20 tracks, but yo,
Mm,
to me, it's like the closest thing to hearing Big. It gives you that feeling. He has a lot of good tracks up there that are spitting tracks that are just get you moving. And I definitely that's probably one of the best albums this year to me so far is Redman.
that's what's
It's
up.
Muddy Waters too. Yeah.
That's what's up. Have
Yeah.
you checked out any other Texas artists like Big X the Plug?
Yes. I actually reacted to him. But something happened to my audio, or whatever. But dude is dope, yo. I think he was gonna be a football player or something. And
Yeah, I'm not sure. But here's the crazy thing.
mhm.
How Kanye has your same birthday, he has my same birthday.
Word. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
you know I
crazy. That's
got
crazy. Yo, yeah, he's pretty dope. I was like, it's just his voice and his flow. Yeah. Another dude
yeah,
you want to check out too. What's his name? I think he's been out for a little bit. Um, what's his name? TG Grizzly.
TG Grizzly. Yep, yep.
Yeah. I think he's from
T Grizzly.
Detroit or somewhere, or T Grizzly.
Yeah,
T
yeah.
Grizzly. Yeah. Bro is fire, bro. It's like, you know, for me as an old school guy, like dudes got to give me something. You know what I'm saying? For me to like listen to them, the new kids, and yo, he's just fire, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna check out Central C though. I'm gonna check him
Yeah,
out.
and Big X the Plug, but what I
Mhm.
was saying earlier, really for me, it's the beats that catch me. And Big X
Mm.
the Plug, he's a phenomenal beat guy. Like whoever his
Mm.
producer, his creativity, and they use old songs. I
Mm.
love it, bro.
Okay.
You gotta
I'm gonna
check
get
it out.
into it more. Yo, bro, thank you so much. Yo, this hour kind of went by pretty quick. I appreciate you, bro, taking the time and chatting with me. All my people's up here on my channel. We definitely gonna get some of those promotional codes so we could get a little discount on that stuff. Check out the supplements and those. You guys make sure you write down the websites he gave you to make sure you got your healthy eating right. Check out his book, Hip Hop Nutrition Volume One. And yeah, do you want to plug some things that you got going on or
Nah, Chris, I'd like to thank you for having me on the show. And, as you mentioned, you can get my book on Amazon. Check out repsups.com. And if you want to reach me, you can follow me at jlucasnutrition, underscore jlucasnutrition, or jlucas underscore nutrition. My bad. And, if you got questions, things of that nature, I'll be happy to help you.
awesome? You heard him, guys. Blow him up on the DM if you need to. Ladies, make sure he's a married man, so don't be acting crazy up in the DMs. And congratulations on the marriage too, bro.
Appreciate it.
My brother told me and stuff, so I'm glad. You know what I mean? That
Yes, sir. Appreciate
everything.
it, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. And thanks for taking the time, bro. Definitely we'll try to hopefully, we can try to set some up again in the future or whatever. You always welcome, bro, and try to get your take on what artist is out or something. Definitely keep you in mind, bro.
For sure, bro.
Yo.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Much
man.
love.
We have a good night, man.
All right, you too, bro.
All right, bro. Take it easy. Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. James was spitting some facts, bro. Such a cool guy, and I'm super glad that I got the chance to speak with him, to interview him, and just to get some knowledge, bro. So you guys, take that with you. Like I said, all my gym heads, yo, I hope you was paying attention. But bro, let me know what you guys think up in the comments. Yo, hit that like button, share, comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll have more interviews coming up. More reactions, all that. But it's your boy Chris on the gram. I'm out of here. Peace.